Hello and welcome to another video with Quest Learning. Today I want us to talk about a very important skill that we need as learners, and that is note-taking skills. How many times have you read notes you wrote last week or last month and you cannot understand what you wrote? As a student, I believe that might have happened to you once or twice. Okay, and now today I want us to write how do you take your notes such that even when you read it after 1 year, you can still understand what you wrote. And so today I want to introduce you to Cornell note-taking. What is Cornell note-taking? Now this is a method of note-taking skill that was first developed at Cornell University way back in 1950s, yet very relevant even today. So why do we want to use it? Because it's a very effective way of organizing information such that you understand every single process. And even if you don't remember what you're writing about, you can look back and find your way back through your notes. And so that you can know, oh, this is what you're talking about. Oh, actually, let me remind myself. Oh, that makes sense. Now I remember what we were doing on this day. And so for starters, the first things first will be understanding what to do. And before we start, the first thing you need to have your book outlined like this. So, to make Cornell notes, your book needs to be divided like this. As you can see, my book here is well divided, drawn with the headings. And for this part, we have several parts, and I'd like us to go through every one of them. So the first part is whereby you have the topic of what you'll be learning about. And of course, very important, have the date. The next part, we have the objective of the lesson. What do you expect to learn at the end of that lesson? And then the third part, we have the keywords or important questions that we may need. Those ones we write at that part. And then we have the notes part, which you would normally be writing in your classroom. And that is this part here, the notes taking. Now, in most cases, what will be happening is when you write a keyword here, you'll be writing the corresponding definition here. Okay? Then we have the second part. Among the last parts we have is the summary section, whereby you write a summary of important details of what you've written here. And then lastly, this is a part I feel I introduced to my students, so I'll call it a Coach Steve special, is the reference. Now the reference, this is where you will write links to videos or websites that you can actually read to remind yourself what you're learning about. Okay? Now, as we go through lessons with me, this is some of the things that we'll be doing. As your teacher, I'll be providing with you with the topic. Okay? I really hope I don't need to provide you with the date, but if you don't know the date, I'll provide that one as well. Then the second part is the objective of the lesson. Again, as your teacher, I provide for you the objective of the lesson. And then you have the keywords and the questions. Again, as your teacher, just to help you know what you'll be dealing with, I provide you with the questions that you'll be working on. Or simply, you can derive some of these questions from the notes you write. But then we have the notes part. Now, this notes part, this is your writing. This is where you write your answers. This is where you put down your understanding. Then we have the summary section. The summary section, again, that I will provide